I found these plastic jars at the Dollar Tree. They look like a mason jar with the tin lid, but they are plastic. I'm going to start by using Wise Owl white primer. I'm going to apply it to 3 jars, 1 coat, using a Gen foam brush and allowing that to dry. The primer is going to prep my surface for paint and decoupage. I'm going to be using Super Decadent. It's a tissue paper from Redesigned by Prima. It's adorable with little sweets and hearts, and it has that Valentine's vibe, although I don't feel like it is completely just a Valentine's paper. Now, this is a rice paper. It's very easy to work with. You're going to get 2 panels that measure 19 by 30 put together. I'm going through the paper and picking out a couple labels. This first one has some of the red tones, and I'm going to be using our 1 hour enamel clear to decoupage to the jar. This label is in the pink and red tones, and it has the cherries on the front, and I'm going to believe this is French writing on the front. This is the second jar, the 1 hour enamel clear. I'm sitting the label down. And this particular label has the cupcake in the pink tones and mauve, and it has kind of like a bluish border around. I'm going to allow that to dry. I just decoupage that. Now this next one I'm going to do more in a strip, and I'm going to decoupage it all the way around the jar. Now this rice paper is a little thicker than our regular tissue paper, and it's great for flat surfaces. Anytime you have to do a hard turn or a hard corner, it becomes a little more difficult because of the thickness. So always keep that in mind when you're grabbing this type of paper. Flatter is better. Of course, rolling it around this jar is perfectly fine, but if I wanted to go around the bottom, I may have an issue with that. So now I'm going back to my first jar, and I'm taking our Republic Red, and I'm painting around the label and painting the jar, and I did this in about 2 coats. This next one I'm doing Higgins Lake. Now you're probably saying, why didn't she paint it first, then decoupage? The white underneath the tissue paper is always going to make your image brighter and more visible. Your tissue paper will pick up a color that's underneath, and that is why. This last one, I mixed Republic Red and white and came up with this pink. Now I found this little ribbon. It's almost like a embroidery type ribbon with hearts from the Dollar Tree, and it's adorable. It has the lace, and I'm going to hot glue that around the rim and allow the hearts to hang down into the label just a little bit. There was plenty in the 1 pack for the 3 jars. Then I took some twine and wrapped it around just above this this trim and just tied a knot. And now I'm doing the 1 hour enamel clear, my final coat all over the jar. And that should be good for as far as protection and holding it, and nothing's going to come off. I continued this ribbon or this lacy trim on the other 2 jars with the jute that I also picked up at the Dollar Tree and a final coat of the 1 hour enamel clear. And here's the one with the Republic Red and the cherries. And these are so cute. You can add candy or any goodie that you'd like to inside. I really hope you enjoyed this video. For other tutorials, go check us out on YouTube. You can now watch all our videos at chalkitupfancy.com. For any tissue paper, any paint, transfers, or products from Wise Owl, chalkitupfancy.com. Thank you.